Alright, so I'm 20 years old right now, currently driving my brand new 2025. This is a $150,000 car, AMG GLE 63S. And I just had some thoughts that was coming to my mind. If you can just give me 10 minutes of your time, I want to show you how you can make your first $100,000 young, just like I did. And I'm talking like cash, like in the bank at 19 years old. Doesn't matter what age you are, hopefully like you can actually stick through this video, because if you don't stick through, I promise you won't get some sauce. I'm basically going to cover how it all got started, so my story, so you guys can understand it more, how that can apply to you, so you can find a skill or passion to tap into. Second, what actually goes into making that first 100K. And then third, like the tactics or lessons that I've learned along the way that I think would, shortcut your learning curve and help you make the money two times faster than I did. So yeah, the AMG, I'm gonna go track mode real quick so y'all can see the car. I can't really go too crazy because it rained last night, but it just farted a little bit. Hey man, who said money don't buy happiness? I'm definitely gonna show you how to get this paper in this video, I can't lie. So boom, how did it all get started for me? I basically started in this online space since I was a kid. Growing up, I was infatuated with YouTube, playing Minecraft, playing Fortnite, and I grew up in this world where I understood people could make money online. And just coming up, like I told my parents, I never wanted to work a 9 to 5 because I would go to like these African functions. I'm African, from Cameroon, and like the parents, even like the kids that were older than me, they would complain about their jobs, they would complain about school, and I just never really rocked with that, bro. I was trying to, actually enjoy life. So off the start, like that stigma was already in my head that I didn't want to do school or didn't want to really work a job. I wanted to do something that was fun and enjoy it, and for me that was gaming. So I started off with the Fortnite YouTube channel that I grew to like 7,000 subscribers during the quarantine. And basically it was a little bit before the quarantine, and then the quarantine really came. I made $100 off that channel, but I had the experience and I was passionate about YouTube, about video editing, about content creation. And my advice to you guys watching this video right now is you have to find a skill that is marketable at the start, that is either tied to your passion or tied to something you think you'll be passionate about. And I know a lot of people will say like don't tie it to your passion, but I think if it's tied to your passion, you're able to actually want to do it even when the trials and tribulations are there. And if you don't pick something that's tied to your passion, pick something that's very monetizable or it's hot. Like for right now, we have AI, which is doing like extremely good, so if you can tie things to AI. But there's many proven business models that have been around for years. So the agency model, or sales, or let's say copywriting. There's like even in-person businesses, car like detailing, like there's so many things online, web design agency, like whatever the case may be, bro. You actually have to utilize YouTube University and just like put yourself out there to learn. And I feel like that's why, like when I was getting started with my stuff, I probably saw success faster because I was just obsessed to learn. I didn't have much money, I didn't have knowledge at all, like I didn't know what I didn't know, but I was willing to go out and search for it. So that's probably like one of the gems I'll give you guys to start off. But that's part of the story of how I got started off. I can continue it now though. So basically, Fortnite channel, I quit on that, and I was like, let me start. Like the quarantine came, I used to play varsity basketball, and basically hoops had stopped. So I was like, okay, boom, let me focus on making. I wanted to make money, and I didn't want to work a job. I wanted to do it online. So I was like, perfect, let me do editing, because I was already editing for my own channel. Let me just edit for others, right? I start off, I'm charging like $20 per edit, 30, 50, and I'm telling my parents, and they're just like, congrats son, blah, blah, blah. And to look back on it now, once again, it's like, it's crazy, bro, because now we want to set up a client unless they're paying us multiple thousands of dollars per month. So not even like on a we have projects where we even earn $1,000 like high, you know what I'm saying? High 4 figures. So we've had clients that have paid like 5 figures in certain like deal types. So understanding like that transformation just comes from time in the game. And at the start, you can't be scared to do the dirty work, bro. I was DMing random people for advice, just like trying to get knowledge from people that are already in the space. I was watching YouTube videos with low views, with high views. I was doing anything to learn as much as I could. And then when I would watch these tutorials or whatever the case may be, I'm going back to the drawing board ASAP. I'm trying to apply it. At the start, you just gotta be hungry, bro. You gotta want it more if you really want to win. And you can't act like you're too good to learn or too good to fail, because the truth is you are gonna fail. Like, no one's too good for it. And the start is really, it's just the trenches, bro. Everyone has to go through it, but I feel like that's where most people quit. And it's kind of sad because you don't get to see the fruits of your labor. Like, imagine if I quit back then, bro. I wouldn't be driving, you know, this vehicle that I'm driving right now, and like having the time and location freedom that I do. It's really crazy because I'm only 20 years old, and this is a car that's valued at $150,000. So like, a lot of people will not touch this in their lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And I was even thinking about, like, honestly speaking, I wanted to get a Lamborghini truck. I wanted the Lam truck. I was thinking about getting it, but I'm gonna save it for a better time. And you guys will know when I'm, you know, thinking about getting that. But I think I delayed gratification a lot on this car. I'm gonna delay gratification on a Lam. That's like a, you know, that's really OC. But yeah, that's how I think about that. More so about the come up. Basically, I had when I was going to college, I mean, bro, I used to stay up 2-3 a.m. pull all-nighters just editing these videos. And I remember like getting paid like $1,000 for one of my last projects that I did, and this was right before college. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna stop video editing, bro. I was like, I want to create leverage for my time because I was going to college and I wanted to make money without it being tied to like how much time I was putting in, right? And that's just like simply creating leverage. You can do that through hiring people, you can do that through AI, you can do that through, you know, money, whatever the case may be. But I wanted to build leverage, and I was gonna build leverage through building a team and through other people's time and not my own time, basically outsourcing the editing. So I go ahead and I start in some type of agency going into college, and I was scared, bro. I remember I was really scared to outsource videos because I didn't want the quality to drop, and I cared about my client results so much. That's another thing that I recommend in any type of business that you're running or whatever you do. Make sure you're putting your best foot forward with whoever you work with or whatever your craft is, and leaving a lasting impact, because people remember it and you yourself will remember it no matter what. It's kind of like a message in your head to like keeping a certain standard to yourself, and that's what I always did. And I just had to get over that hump of like being scared to, you know, outsource and build this team and get to the next level that I wanted to get to, because I knew if I wanted to hit my goals, I really had to do that. So going into college, I hit my first, I think it was 10K revenue month. I remember if it was 10K revenue or profit, but I hit 10K. I remember I'm on my board in college, bro. It was like my goal was to hit consistent 20K months, which is crazy because now we pay out more than that on my payroll per month to the team, which is a blessing. Like, all glory goes to God. I'm not saying that to brag. It's just like, if you kind of look at your goals and you leverage these small things, that's another thing too, like visualization, journaling, praying to God. Like, all these things are like, people think of them as corny, but bro, like, they actually work if you put in the work too. And once again, even in college, like, I was so obsessed pulling all-nighters, staying up late while having college classes, while going to the gym, while waking up early. And people would look at me like I was crazy, bro. They used to make jokes about me, you know, just like people would find me outside my dorm 1 or 2 times because I really only went to the gym or the dining hall, and they'll make jokes like, oh, you know, Nate's outside of his dorm, blah, blah, blah. Like, and I mean, it was a joke to them. It wasn't a joke to me because I had a mission, bro. I was trying to really leave college. I really didn't want to be at that joint for real. And that's how I carried myself. Like, I was really locked in and focused, and that's where the obsession part comes in. Like, you, bro, like, how you just gotta ask yourself, like, how bad do you really want it? And I knew how bad I wanted it, and nothing else mattered to me, simply put. And basically, I feel like if you understand that, bro, your mindset starts to focus. And if you can tap yourself into personal development content, that's another thing. I was always YouTube University, bro. YouTube University. Use YouTube. Try to find these old videos that like have low views by people that are highly trusted and respected in the space, that have good social proof, and just watch them, bro. Sometimes you need to take notes if it's specific to your craft. And just like, bro, you can even create a playlist and just like study these videos. Listen to Jim Rohn when you're driving your car. Listen, like, there's so much podcasts, so much things, and you kind of have to like brainwash yourself, reprogram your mind. But it's so worth it, bro. Like, I can easily say, like, tapping into personal development is why I will make, you know, $1 million at the age of 20, like, generated online, which is just like insane. It's a goal I've had, and to know I'm gonna reach it really before the end of this year is a blessing, and I can only thank God for that. But I highly recommend you guys tap into that, because that's how the start looked for me. And then once I dropped out of college, guys, I dropped out after my first semester, so 4 months in college, and then I basically was working with this company part-time while running my small agency, and I helped them generate like $150,000 in 115 days. And then I kind of like, we split ways, and I just started Content Cash Media at the start of 2024. and bro, I just started brute forcing. Like, I remember when I dropped out, I was praying to God, like, I just hope it works out. And I was just like, I'm gonna work as hard as possible to make sure that, like, the chances of me not succeeding will be so low. I'm gonna work so hard and put myself to strain that if I don't succeed, it will be shocking. And I just told my parents, like, my parents are African, so you can imagine, like, what it is to drop out. All they know is school. And I just told them, like, yo, like, just give me 1 year. I'm gonna go hard. If it doesn't work, I'll re-enroll in school. Bro, that 1 year, bro, I went hard as hell. And then even the start of this year, 2025, I went even harder. And I can confidently say this has been the most successful year of my life. And next year is gonna be even better, bro. It's gonna keep going up and up. Cause this year, obviously, we have the car. I could have been copped this car. I could have been copped like a nice little apartment or crib. And to have these material positions now alongside, like, you know, 6-figure per month agency, like, God is working, bro. And I promise it, I'm not special, or I didn't like cheat my way to the top. Like, all I did, I've been in this game for 4 years, bro. And you can't beat the time in the game. And I feel like that's gonna lead me into my point about, like, what the first 100K looks like. Is like the first 100K will be your hardest. Like, I remember, like, I'm pretty sure, like, what's his name? The billionaire. He's like Charlie Munger. Yeah, Charlie Munger. He'd be like, the first 100K, you know, is a B word, and I'm like, damn, bro, it really is. Cause I remember I would be like checking my bank account. I'm like, yo, like, how am I not there yet? And it's like, once you hit that, it unlocks a whole different part of your mind to realize, like, making money is possible. You're able to start charging more. You're able to understand, like, bro, money is really not even real. Like, they print it every day. Like, you really just gotta go get that shit. Like, they print it every day, bro. Why can't you go get a piece of the pie? And ideally, you want to be working with rich people or tap into rich markets, because rich people are always going to pay more. And that's the goal. You want to tap into that and then be able to leverage that. So that's what I started doing, charging more, and then just, like, expanding my knowledge. I was able to find a mentor, because I don't really come from the online business space, the marketing agency space, make money online space. I come from a gaming background. I used to edit gaming videos for, like, FaZe Rug, Brawadis, NRG Esports. Used to edit vlogs, short form content. So I didn't really understand certain things about business, and I was able to drop my ego and get a mentor, and that helped me a ton. And on that path to 100K, I did that, I think, yeah, right before I hit 100K, I got my mentor. So you kind of have to figure out when it's best for you. I got my mentor when I went as hard as possible, and I was, like, holding it off, and I was like, yeah, I got to drop my ego and get one. Paid off tremendously. If you can find someone that you actually want to be like, not only in business, but in all facets of life, that's, like, what, you know, my mentor now is a good friend to me, is, like, that's what we have in common. There's a lot of things that we can do. We can work out when we see each other. We can, like, talk about the same stuff, business, investments, life, like, whatever the case may be, right? And we think in a very similar way. And that helps a ton when, you know, it's not, you don't only want it to be like a mentorship, but down the line become a great friendship and even business partnership now, because we work together in many different ways and facets. So that's a blessing as well. But yeah, that first 100K, bro, honestly, just a lot of staying down, but it is worth it. It opens up a whole nother part of your mind, and you carry yourself with, like, a little different, like, swagger. Like, your posture goes up, your confidence goes up, and that's because you can't hide the work and the passion that you put into yourself as a person. People are gonna notice it, bro. It's like, if you're keeping the daily non-negotiables to yourself, like, for example, for me, reading my Bible daily, I have a 500-day Bible streak on the app, or working out daily, or showing up daily and doing your business work, you not lying to yourself is why you have, like, so much confidence, or what, you know, people like to quote unquote aura nowadays, is like, you're not lying to yourself. So, like, if you're not lying to yourself, people can feel that throughout the world. And when you are lying to yourself and cheating the grind, bro, you also can't hide it. Like, you might be able to hide it for a little bit, but eventually it's gonna show. So, like, that first 100K, it's like, you're the only one that's gonna feel that grind. And it's probably gonna take longer than you think. I want you to know that, because it took me longer than I thought. Like, I really thought I was gonna get there pretty fast, but you just have to be patient and grind it out and continue to learn more, solve harder problems, and you will be good. Just stay steadfast. It's a process with it. And then lessons and tactics that I kind of have that I would recommend now. Looking back, I'm trying to see, like, what I would say. I think investing in yourself, like, not being scared to invest in yourself if you can find the right products, courses, or mentors, is a good thing. I didn't do that a lot when I was coming up. I tried to learn myself, which is good. when I learned myself, you come up with your own ways to discover things, but being able to like tap into information and leverage it is a whole nother like great thing in itself. That, you know, if you can do that, bro, you get access to all this information that isn't necessarily, you know, super easy to access all the time, because it takes longer to learn it, and the learning curve just like it could stunt your growth. So if you want to get to that, you know, 100K faster, I recommend doing that earlier. Another aspect that I would like to tap into is being able to life max. I think life maxing is super important. You don't want to become one-sided when you make money. I don't think like you shouldn't just become a person that makes money and that's it. For me, it's like, bro, I'm gonna be great with my relationship with God. I'm gonna be looking great physically, mentally. I'm very strong. Tapping into personal development, reading books, making sure you're investing, understanding about how the markets do, like certain things. Just being like tapped in, wanting to be the best in all aspects of life, and not only money, relationships, communication, charisma. Like these things help. Like it might seem surface level, but a lot of people will like get money or only focus on money and shut out all aspects of their like other parts of their life, and it kind of cooks them, because you know you're limited. If money is all you got, you really got nothing, bro. It's just like if looks is all you got, you really got nothing. So being able to be more than just what you have when it comes to financial gains is super, super important. I think that's something else that I would tell myself coming up. But that doesn't mean don't grind. When I was coming up, I was basically slaving damn near, bro. Like, and even now, I think I'm very, very obsessed still. Like, I don't have to work as hard as I do, but I do it because I know it's gonna help me achieve my goals faster. And I low-key just love the game. But coming up, like, bro, you have to work hard, bro. You have to work extremely hard, like harder than you think, bro. Sleepless nights, early mornings. Shoot, I've even cried about, you know, this online business stuff before. So you really gotta like love it if you want to make it, like, you know, as much as you talk about it. You gotta love it, bro. It's more than just like numbers on a screen, or it's more than just like, oh, because a lot of people have the mindset of wanting to be an entrepreneur, but they don't know how much work it puts in. They're just like they're happy with the idea of being an entrepreneur compared to like what works actually goes into it. Because if you saw how much pain I've been through, bro, how much trials and tribulations, how many client issues, even though it's not that many, like, bro, business is filled with problems, and that's life. Life is filled with problems. Life ain't fair, but you get better at understanding these and solving these as you go up the ladder. It's just, once again, time in the game. Other lessons and tactics that I will leverage, being tapped into personal development. Like, never stop learning. Never stop becoming a student in the game. Every day I'm trying to learn, asking my mentor questions, watching YouTube videos still. How can I expand my mind? Like yesterday I was watching a YouTube video on like how I can think larger when it comes to money. Like I shouldn't be capped, and I got some gems off of it, just like not being complacent, super important. Like just small things, like I'm always trying to learn. And I feel like, what else would I add to this? I want to make sure I get you guys the maximum amount of gems. Willing to stay down till you come up. Don't get money and start trying to pop your stuff. Don't buy the car too fast. I know I have the car right now. Don't buy designer clothes too fast. Like, just chill, bro. Stack your bread. Stacking money and doing stuff the right way. Having investments, having real estate, having stocks, having gold, crypto. Doing stuff the right way, it hits better when you actually want to pay for something. Best believe me. And I'm saying this from the age of like 20, but I had people that are ahead of me that told me I'm on the right track because I'm investing, and that's because I listened to them. So being able to listen to those ahead of you and humble yourself, also super, super important part of it. And I think if you do these things, you should be good. If I forgot anything, you can probably go watch my other content and find some more gems. I'm gonna be dropping more of these videos. This is once again another vid in the, this is my second vid in this car, the AMG ski. I'm about to get to my location here soon in 4 minutes, so I appreciate you watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If there are any videos you guys want to see, just let me know down below. Appreciate all love, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.